Weir, and I gotta tell you, I love life. But when I'm not being a husband, a father, a grandfather, an author, or a practicing chiropractor, I'm the host of the television show Loving Life with Dr. Tim Weir. I love to cook. I love to travel. I like to spend time with people who do what they love and love what they do. Join me and Elvis for the next 30 minutes as we help you discover how to love life. Hey, welcome to this episode of Loving Life. I'm glad you could join me today. You know, not only am I a TV host, but I'm also a businessman, Raleigh Injury Chiropractic. So every day of the week I'm there working, and then I do this on the side. So you see, business is really important to me. One of the things we did is we attended the Wake Forest Chamber of Commerce Expo. And that's where businesses got together and began to showcase what they do. And so I attended. Let's go check it out. I tell you what, I get to meet some celebrities, but nothing like this. I'm with Santa Claus.
Glad to be here with you. And I knew you're on my good list because my head elf told me you weren't on the naughty list.
Oh, man.
You can expect a little something extra in your bag this year.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Can you write that down, put that?
You don't trust Santa? You're moving down the good list.
So let's talk. This is actually Mike Reeve, the real Santa.
The real Santa.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Because there's a lot of imposters out there.
Of course there are. I'm the real 1,400-year-old Santa.
Man. See, I'm telling you, what other show can you get? You can't, I'm telling you.
No, this is it. This is the only show I'd agree to come on.
Yeah, thank you. So let's talk a little bit about what you do.
Right. Mostly, we like to do the home visits and churches. That's one of my favorite. Reading to the children, the main story, and but I'm available for all kinds of office visits. And
Really?
Oh, yes, sir.
So somebody can hire you to come to their home for the kids, bring the gifts or whatever?
Absolutely. There's different variations. We'll actually customize it to what the parents would like to see. We'll even do it on Christmas Eve where they call it a sneak peek, where the children are woken up but are not allowed to interact with Santa Claus but can watch him put the gift under the tree.
I tell you, that is really cool.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot to being a Santa Claus other than the red suit. You have to actually have training, insurance, and some of us are even incorporated.
And nowadays you gotta be.
You gotta be, as you know, being a business owner.
Wow. So you've been doing this how long?
About 7 years.
Okay. Prior to that, what were you doing?
I was an Army helicopter pilot.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So you're used to flying around taking gifts to people.
I just gave up the rotor blades for the reindeer.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is so cool. So what do you forecast for this year?
I forecast a great amount of peace, a new peace coming over the entire world, and well-being for all the folks who have been distressed, the Florida people, the Texas people. I feel some goodness coming their way, and I'm certainly going to include them on my visits, which I do already.
That's amazing. If you want to have a real meeting with Santa Claus, go to the website, set it up. Santa, thanks, man.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, you guys remember the Wake Forest Purple Heart Foundation dinner that took place? I'm actually with Marty Coward. We're here at this great, what is this called?
The Wake Forest Chamber of Commerce Expo.
I knew it was something like that. So let's talk about the dinner. Went good.
Extremely well, yes. We sold out of our tickets. You know, we printed 500 tickets because we weren't used to having a venue that could seat 500 people here in Wake Forest, but now we do, thanks to Richland Creek Community Church. We printed 500, sold them all, and then the Purple Heart recipients, their families, of course, were all here. So the most tickets we've ever sold, we had the most Purple Heart recipients we've ever honored and recognized, and then had 2 families of killed in action here as well.
Wow.
So we had about 68 to 69 military veterans that we saluted, and it was a great evening, good food, nice patriotic time.
You know, my camera guy said that he kept getting chills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just amazing.
Yeah. Yep.
Just
And we
amazing.
hear that from everyone who's ever been. We'll feed you well and probably make you cry. So it's a great evening. You'll be hard pressed to find a more patriotic event that you can attend. I can promise you that. It will give you chills and make you feel good about your country and the heroes we have right here among us. I mean, it's impressive.
Isn't that really true? I mean, you're driving next door to somebody over here, and they serve somewhere.
Yeah, you work with them, you're in traffic with them, you go to the grocery store with them, you go to church with them. You just don't know, though, that they have earned the Purple Heart.
Yeah.
And then their nation's respect and all the honor that is due them. So we're happy to provide this banquet every year and salute those heroes.
So when is the next one?
That's going to be the first Saturday in August, so it's close to the actual National Purple Heart Day, so August of 2018, so be on the lookout for that. Yep.
So you got time to do that. What can they do to get involved with you?
Find us on Facebook, Wake Forest Purple Heart Foundation. We've also got a website, wakeforestpurpleheartfoundation.org. So find us on Facebook or find our website and just keep up with us. You can donate and track our progress.
You're awesome, man.
Thank you for your support.
Get out of here. Don't change the channel. We got more coming back. Go to their website right now.
Octone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
You know, sometimes we hear things that happen in the news, or young men and women who give their lives, and even some of the older guys now who are passing on. And sometimes we forget. But I'm with Randy Bright. Randy, thank you for being with me today.
Yes, sir. Thank you for inviting me.
So let's talk about, your family's been in the funeral business for some time.
We've been in Wake Forest since 1964.
But that's not what we're talking about today.
Not today, that's right. We're talking about the Patriot Guard Riders. And it's a group of volunteers, and it's just a real cross-section of folks. Some have served in the military and some have not served in the military. But our only goal is to honor the service of a veteran and to show support for the family. And we do that just for any honorably discharged veteran,
Sure.
Law enforcement, for EMS and fire department.
So, like, you guys don't go through the newspaper looking for funerals and then just show up.
No, sir.
The family actually requests this.
We have to be invited by the family, and the funeral homes all know about the Patriot Guard, and believe it or not, a lot of families know about it because they've attended services
Sure.
that the that the Patriot Guard was at. And so they asked us to come, and we'll stand there with flags just to honor the service of the veteran. Sometimes we'll escort with motorcycles to the cemetery, escort the procession. But most of the time it's all about the flag line.
A friend of ours, his father passed away, and the Patriot Guard was there. And I'm telling you, it is such a show of respect.
Very true.
For somebody who's given their life.
Well, we have a lot of guys in the Patriot Guard that are actually veterans, and a lot of them are Vietnam veterans, and we know how they were treated.
Yeah.
And so they kind of have a real focus on trying to show honor and respect, not just for each other, but for other veterans too. And that really gives it a real, keeps everybody else grounded, those of us that didn't serve.
So this is not just a local thing, this is across the United States.
No, it's national. It's over 300,000 members in the Patriot Guard, and
wow.
all volunteer. And what happens is on the local level, the leadership is there's ride captains that kind of organize the missions, and then there's district captains that organize the ride captains in that area and post the missions.
Sure.
And then and then there's a national, there's a state captain, 2 assistant state captains, and then the national leadership.
Wow.
So our missions are posted on Facebook and also on a national website called patriotguardriders.org. And it's anybody can join. You can go on and go online and sign up, and you'll get notification of missions that are in your area if you want to be a mission.
How amazing is that?
So I honestly, I get more out of it than I put into it.
Yeah.
It's just every mission is almost like the first mission, but it's just a very rewarding thing to do.
It's a simple way to say thanks for what
It
you
is
did.
very true, and I think that's important.
Oh, it's vital.
Yes, sir.
So listen, if you're looking for something that you can get involved in very easily, go to the website and check it out, join, and then get involved. It's a amazing thing to do.
That's exactly right. And we've got one guy that's a district captain, and he always says, "Do what you can when you can."
Yeah.
And when we've got the numbers that we can do that, and our mission at the airport tonight at 12:05 in the morning, we'll probably have 30 guys show up, guys and girls. And,
wow.
Some are husbands and wives, and some are just individuals. But it's very rewarding, and I would encourage anybody that wants to try to give back to the community, and particularly to the military community, to do that. We owe them a lot.
Owe them everything.
Yep, that's right.
Go to the website right now, check it out.
Octone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
Hey, welcome back to this episode of Loving Life. You know, there are so many people who get married and then can't figure stuff out once they're married. And I'm with Brooke Powers. Brooke is from an organization called Centerpiece. Brooke, thank you for being with me.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Weir. It's a pleasure to be here.
So talk to me about this organization.
Yeah, well, marriage is tough. And a lot of people don't realize that going into it, and they think that the relationship is going to get better, and then they hit a bump in the road and they freak out. And so what we do at Centerpiece is we help prepare couples for marriage.
Let's talk about the bumps in the road. For example.
For example, finances. Some couples don't talk about how much debt that they have going into marriage, and they find out after they get married that their spouse has $200,000 in student loans from changing majors 3 times. So that's a lot of debt to take on. And it's a conversation that's uncomfortable, and some couples choose not to have it. But when they meet with a marriage mentor couple, we go through that information with them, and we talk about personal budgeting, and we talk about different tools that they can use to help prepare them for marriage.
Yeah, because once the marriage happens, it's no longer my money and your money. It's like, now we both got to do something here to help out.
That's right.
And there has to be that. So as we talked about, the pre-arrangement before the marriage is the best way to handle that.
Yeah, I mean, we really feel like there's such an opportunity to invest in your marriage before that day even happens, because you're really laying a solid framework for your relationship to grow and flourish when you have that opportunity to utilize our assessment that we do, which is a 15-page assessment all about them as a couple. And it really looks at different personalities, and they learn a ton about each other going through the process. And again, you know, you're just laying that foundation for them to build upon. And then after they get married, we also meet with them in their first year of marriage to help as things come up in the marriage, because things always come up. So
there's always bumps in the road.
There's always bumps in the road, and it just depends on how you handle those bumps, of how hard of a bump it's going to be.
Right.
So we like to even out the road ahead by giving them and preparing them.
Well, and you know, you mentioned just finance, but as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about in-laws, and then we add in things like stepchildren.
Blended families and healthy boundaries with your in-laws is so important, because you have got to make your marriage first, and you have to protect that relationship. So if mom is demanding that you're there every Sunday for dinner, and you're not helping your wife around the house, you know, that's going to cause resentment, and that's going to build up.
Huge.
And you know, we say it, but you're sleeping with your wife, so you need to take care of that relationship.
Well, yeah.
Because it's going to pay dividends, you know, and you need to take care of that. And
but it's not. I mean, because you're talking about the husband's mother, but the wife's mother can get involved too and cause havoc.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we had one couple who talked about right in front of the kids and in front of the grandkids is, if he's still around in a couple of years, and those messages and giving that thought to the kids, like, okay, so grandma's been divorced, but it doesn't mean that mom and dad are getting divorced, or our mom and dad getting divorced, but, and he was really wise about it. He stepped forward and he said, you can't talk like that around our kids, because that's really upsetting to them.
Yeah.
And really putting the foot down, and she didn't respect it at first, and he said, okay, if you're going to continue talking like that, you're not going to see my children anymore. And then all of a sudden, he's serious about this, and he's serious about sticking around and making this marriage work.
So you mentioned that as in-law boundaries, which is a great concept.
Yeah, it's one of our classes that we offer. We offer a class a month, from conflict resolution to sex and intimacy to healthy boundaries, communication, of course, and then budgeting, and then parenting classes as well.
How do people get a hold of you?
People can reach us at yourcenterpiece.org.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Best thing a young couple could do.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being with me.
Thank you so much.
Listen, don't change the channel because we got a whole lot more coming up. Okay, you know me. You know I love to eat some good food. And I'm with Clifton Cato from CCC.
The Creative Caribbean Catering.
Say that again.
The Creative Caribbean Catering.
Creative Caribbean Catering. I love that. So talk to me about you. Let's not talk about Clifton, the Caribbean Catering yet. Let's talk about you.
Well, I was born in Jamaica. I came to the United States in 1970. I was 20 years old. And I moved to Philadelphia. Lived there for most of my adult life. Met the love of my life there.
So here you are. Did you always love to cook? Were you, like as a kid, did you cook?
Yes, as a kid I cook.
So at what point did you say, I bet you I could make money doing this?
Well, I made 2 attempts at it. One time when I lived in Philadelphia, I knew I could make money at it, but I specialized in wings. And I was doing Caribbean wings, and I did very well. I was doing events in the park, holidays, Independence Day. I would set up my catering service, and I would serve delicious wings, and it took off. And as time goes on, more opportunities came to me, and I just came to Raleigh in 2001, 9/11, same day we arrived.
Oh my God.
Yep. And I worked for the Washington Dukin, which is a 4-star hotel.
Yeah.
You know where
Yeah.
I worked with them, and then from there I went to the Marriott, and from seeing the front of the hotel to the back of the hotel, I realized, food is something that I like, and I could probably do well. Establishing a business where I go to people's home and cater authentic Caribbean food for them, and that's how I started. I go to people's home, I do their birthday party, their anniversary party. I have done some surprise birthday party where the owner of the home would give me the keys and said, my wife knows nothing about this.
Oh,
so you're coming in and you're going to prepare the meal, and when I come in, she will see the house, the family will come. She will see that, this is a Jamaican party here. And I've done a few of those. Yeah.
Wow.
And then about 2 years ago, I said, I can do this by doing larger events. So I started to reach out to event planners, and I got some events. And now what I'm doing is I'm also providing the music. So for instance, the event that I invite you as my guest, that you will have reggae music, great food, great conversation, very interesting people, and it's going to be a great event. And going forward, what we're doing, we're taking this a little bit further. Every month we're going to have it, but we're going to have it at a very nice, prestigious place where you can come, and if you're a person that wants to bring a bottle of wine, you bring your own bottle, and we will have the glasses. We'll have the wine glasses there.
Wow.
And in November, we are going to do a Taste of the Caribbean Sunday brunch where the church folks can come out.
Now that is a good idea.
Yes, Sunday brunch.
That is a good idea.
And it will be at different location.
Okay, keep in touch here because we're going to keep you up on this.
Yeah.
All right? You're awesome. Did I
Thank
tell you
you.
that?
Thank you very much. I
All
really
right, my
appreciate the
friend.
opportunity.
Okay. Don't change the channel. We got more coming up.
Amen.
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir. I treat hundreds of patients every year who've been injured in car accidents, and a lot of those could be avoided. The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. That's 1 out of 4 accidents. Do yourself a favor, and if you get a text while you're driving, ignore it. Getting a carton of milk isn't going to do any good if you're dead. Drive safe. Keep loving life.
Hi, my name is Anita. I was in an accident with whiplash, medium and lower back pain, and I came to Raleigh Injury Chiropractic, and I believe it was the best thing I ever done. The staff here is wonderful. Dr. Weir is great. I couldn't ask for nothing else better in Raleigh, and I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to maintain my health.
Hey, I'm Dr. Tim Weir. If you want results like Anita, call our office today, 919-790-1332. Call right now.
Uptown Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Listen, it's all about you making choices, decisions in your life, and that may be having a business. Now, not everybody has to be in business for themselves. You know, most millionaires, I don't know if you realize this, but most millionaires work for somebody else. Did you know that? So the choice is up to you. If you want to be in business, you can be in business. I'm telling you, there's a lot of work to it, but it has its perks. So check out stuff like that. Make decisions, make choices. That's what life is all about. I hope you'll take some time to join me on Facebook. Our Facebook page, just type in Loving Life with Dr. Weir. You can join us on Instagram, Twitter. Go to my website, drtimweir.com. Just drop me a note and say, hey, I'm watching the show. I love it. If you don't love it, quit watching. All right? I'm glad you were here with me today. Keep loving life.
It's called you cook your own pot. So you got your little fish, or as a boy we didn't have much meat, but you have your little fish and your little vegetable, and you take that and you go in one side of your yard. Here you call it the kitchen, and you cook a pot.
Right.
So
So just a pot of food.
yes.
Okay.